Hello, and welcome, friends. Today we're looking at 9 iconic basketball cards from a guy that's better than LeBron James, and some professional players think is better than Michael Jordan as well. We're talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The first card we're looking at is 1969 Topps Basketball Lou Alcindor. He was drafted in the first round as the first pick, unsurprisingly, by the Bucks in the 1969 NBA Draft. It's very difficult to get this card in good condition because it's bigger than the average card that we see today, and it was hard to store. So it got dinged up, bruises, scrapes. Very, very difficult to get this card in a high PSA grade condition. 1972 Topps Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This card is iconic because it's the first card that features the name Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I think it's really cool that Kareem attributes a lot of the longevity in his 20-year career to Bruce Lee. He trained with him, he learned from him from a spiritual perspective, and they were close friends. And if you ever listen to an interview of Kareem, you can kind of see that philosophy come out. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, how the hell is this guy better than LeBron James? What are you talking about, Vegas Finds? Are you crazy? Are you loco? So let's do a little bit of comparison shopping and see what we can find. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hall of Fame. LeBron James, absolutely going to be a Hall of Famer, 100%. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a 19-time All-Star. He was the total rebound champ in 1975, 2-time scoring champ, 4-time block champ, 6-time NBA champ, 15-time All-NBA, 11-time All-Defensive. He was the 1969-70 All-Rookie, 2-time Finals MVP, 6-time regular season MVP, and Rookie of the Year. Not to mention, he's also 4th in career rebounds and 1st in total points scored in the NBA as of right now. There's a chance that LeBron James does catch him if he continues to play for the next few years, but it's probably going to take him 3 or 4 years to catch the main man. In comparison, LeBron is a 16-time All-Star, 2007 scoring champ, 1-time assist champ, 4-time NBA champ, 16-time All-NBA, 6-time All-Defensive, 2003 All-Rookie, 3-time All-Star MVP, which, as we know, doesn't really matter. The All-Star Game's just kind of a joke. People just drinking beers, laughing around. It's like Revenge of the Nerds, basically. 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time MVP. So they kind of split in that sense. LeBron has 4 regular, 4 finals, and Kareem has 6 regular season, 2 finals. And 2003 Rookie of the Year. So as you can see, they have a quite similar trajectory over the course of their careers. But right now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is still on top and remains statistically better than LeBron James. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think between these two. And that's going to bring us to his next iconic card, 1975 Topps Basketball, the Lakers card. This is the first card that featured Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as a Laker, and this is an iconic card, as most of his time in his career was spent with the Lakers, winning 5 out of his 6 championships with Magic Johnson, known as the Showtime Lakers. 1979 Topps Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And this card is iconic because it's the first basketball card to feature his iconic Skyhook shot. That's right, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar pioneered his own basketball play, and that is the Skyhook. And this was an unstoppable play. Nobody could do. It's like Mr. Miyagi said, if done right, no can defense. It's like the crane kick, and no one could beat it. In fact, this was the era of the 2-point shot. The 3-point shot hadn't really been a metagame strategy yet, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar only shot like 5% from the 3 in his entire career. He may have only taken a few 3-point shots in the entirety of his career. He was mainly a 2-point master, which kind of reminds me of Steph Curry's place in basketball history. When we look back at basketball and we take a broad view in 20 years, and we look at what changed in the game. Now it's a 3-point game, then it was a 2-point game. We're going to ask ourselves, what changed? What brought the 3-point shot to light? And I believe that is going to be Steph Curry. When you think 3-point shot, the first thing you think of is Steph Curry and his wild and crazy antics in the 3-point realm. Steph Curry could play another 8 or 9 years in this league, and even if he never wins another championship, his place in basketball history is cemented because he changed the game in the way that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar changed the game back in the day with the Skyhook. 1986 Fleer. This is one of the most popular basketball card sets of all time because it features the rookie card of Michael Jordan. And even though it doesn't feature the specific rookie card of a number of other star players from the 80s and 90s, it has their first card in a long time because there was a drought in the 80s between 81 and 86 where basketball cards weren't printed. So you have the rookie card of guys like Isaiah Thomas, Clyde Drexler, when a few of those players had already played a couple of years in the league. Michael Jordan is one of them as he debuted in 1984. And also the 1986 Fleer basketball sticker Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which features the Skyhook once again. This card is really difficult to get in good condition because it's notoriously off-center. If you look at the examples of this card, it is very hard to find this in a high grade. If you send this card off to PSA, very oftentimes you're only going to get a 6 or a 7 because the centering is bad. 1988 Fleer basketball. And this card isn't too expensive, but it does feature the Skyhook, and it's an attractive set. It's one of those 3 sets from the 80s that I really do like to collect, 86, 87, and 88 Fleer. It's a bit more colorful than the 87, which is really grayscale. It's not a bad-looking set, but it's not as cool as 1988. It's got the crazy yellow borders. It's just attractive, you know what I mean? And let's talk briefly about the Magic Johnson documentary that's coming up. The Showtime Lakers that dominated the NBA featured Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, there were other guys in there like James Worthy, Michael Thompson, a few other guys, but the main 2 were Magic Johnson and Kareem. So if you think for 1 second that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is not going to get a lot of run in that documentary, that's crazy. And we all know what happened to the Scottie Pippen prices when The Last Dance came out and Michael Jordan was featured. Scottie Pippen's cards went up, Dennis Rodman's cards went up, and it's very likely that a lot of light is shed on the value and the skill set of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He also won 3 championships while he was in college. 2012 Prism, the first Prism set. It was nice of them to include Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. For some reason, this card is still really cheap. The Magic Johnsons have gone up. It's magical. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 2012 Prism was sitting around the $6 or $7 mark, so I picked up about 8 or 9 of them on ComC, and I think that was a steal, guys. The last card we're going to feature is a modern card. It's the 2019 Mosaic Genesis Prism. I know there's a bunch of different kinds of Mosaic. I mean, there's orange and green and blue and rainbow, and what are they, cupcakes? No, they're basketball cards. Do we really need every single one? Pretty soon we're going to have corporate sponsorships on the cards. That's right. It's going to be, I've got the PayPal parallel. Just like all the corporations have ruined the sports stadiums, now they're going to ruin the cards. Michael Jordan Dunkin' Donuts, LeBron James Chipotle, Luka Doncic McDonald's, or is it McDonald's? I think corporate sponsorship has potential for all of these cards. Why not? Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope that you take a moment and you really take a look at how good Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was, because he is better than LeBron James currently, and he might be better than Michael Jordan. I will say this, I do believe that LeBron James will eventually be the top scorer of all time. He only has to play another 4 years at a reasonable velocity to overtake that first spot. Why don't you skyhook that like button for me and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. And we've just hit over 2,000 subscribers, and I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. It's awesome. I would never believe that one of my videos would be seen by 7,000 people. The last video we did just a couple of days ago about my PSA returns, literally 7,000 people already. That's insane. So thank you. And here is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 1972 Topps in the PSA 4. We are going to crack this out of the case and we're going to clean the wax off together. We're going to do that sometime soon. I'm going to make a video, or maybe I'll stream it. I'm not really sure. Leave a comment below and let me know if you think I should just make a video doing this or if I should do it on a live stream. I wonder if I should make the prostitute on an airplane Skyhook joke. Probably not. It's probably not appropriate. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.